From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Rams, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Cook again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Brissett on 3rd and 2. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving. Because of plays like that, what have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll run with Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hit him.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Cordero Patterson the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Play fake, Brissett. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Chiefs at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That ain't going to be tough to beat in this one.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Brissett. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing. Brissett. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Next to score, Rams 21, Chiefs 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. It was truly a...
Here's Myers now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the pad all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. Something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Hurts throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Hurts. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Trimble. 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked our defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Here we go, here we go. Check pass, check pass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? He's trying to have the same type of a game in this one, but what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
On play action, Brissett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brissett now. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, kill.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Hey, kill.
Here's Brissett. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And Cook has it, left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. He'll drop to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
2nd down at 5.
70 Ranger.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. Jamal Agnew in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. To about the 23.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes on.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 112 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's go now. Left wing 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. First down, Brissett. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Rams 57, Chiefs 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, partner, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try the middle with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They go play action with Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Alec Pierce, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Got it. Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Rams lead the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brissett's throw taken in by Adams.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Brissett on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Brissett.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Wright's got it. He stiff arms him.
He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, an impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett.
He hits Adams complete. Past the 20. A big play there for KC. 65 yards. On play action, Brissett. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Chiefs 26. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no